Finally happened. You're finally with a major promotion on a multi-fight deal. Talk to me about how you're doing now that you're kind of through the threshold here.
Yeah, it's fucking sick, man. It's a long time coming. I've been doing this stuff for a long time, many years. So to finally get here is great. I've had the opportunity a couple times, Contender Series obviously didn't work out for me, but to be here it feels good.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, for you, was there a certain sense of relief? Like, I'm sure as a young fighter, grinding, trying to get this to be your life, to this is your career now.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Was there a certain sense of relief that came with this signing?
I think so. I mean, after that long fighting on regional scene and then blowing it on Contender Series twice, it almost feels like that's just going to be my career as the regional scene fighter. So to get the call and have that contract offered it's pretty amazing.
Now, was MMA your full-time thing, as you were building on the regional scene, or did you have to work other jobs too, or?
So I have my own business, a nutrition consulting business that I do on the side. It's it's not making me a living by any means, but it's some cash on the side. And then up until maybe 3-4 years ago, I actually worked in a nutrition clinic as well. So working in an office almost full time and fighting at the same time too.
Yeah. So are you still doing your business on the side?
Just my business.
Cool.
Yeah.
It's probably something that complements it pretty well.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's great, man. Well, now that you're here, I mean, what kind of impact do you feel like you can make to this division? Have you kind of checked it out a little bit?
Yeah, for sure, man. I mean, I want to make a huge impact, right? That's what everyone wants to do. I want to start winning some fights and working my way up to the top.
No doubt. And I mean, Bellator can always use kind of people that are promotable to character. You got the great hair that I think everybody on UFC Fight Pass grew to love. Is that kind of part of it too? Is it important for you as a fighter to stand out too? I mean, to kind of have the personality, so to speak?
I think so. I mean, my personality is not much. I'm known for being pretty bland and monotone, but at least the mustache and mullet are getting some attention.
I mean, the Bellator website has pictures of everyone, and then it's just for you. It just has the outline of the hair.
I know. It's great. Everyone always asks me how long are you going to keep it, and I always say it's career suicide at this point if I cut this stuff off.
How long has it been grown for?
Since the beginning of COVID is when I started growing out the mullet, yeah.
Okay, so just gonna keep going? You think it'll ever hit a point where it's I gotta get rid of this? Or?
Like I said, career suicide if I do. Maybe after the fight.
When you retire?
Yeah.
Well, that's great, man. Talk to me about the fight you have coming up here. It's a tough matchup. I think when you get to this level, that happens. That's something you probably expected. You like it?
Yeah, I mean, at this point, there's no easy matchups, right? I expect anyone to be a tough fight at this point. Fabio, he's good. He's got a stacked record. He's 18-2. He's had a couple fights in Bellator already. He's a grinder. He fights hard. He pushes forward. He grinds guys on the cage. He kind of fights a little bit like me. That's what I've been saying in my interviews. I expect it to be a tough scrap.
Aaron, you mentioned it really. Just your reaction. Did you know that they did that with your silhouette on the website with the mullet and everything?
No, I can't remember. It was these guys out here. They just told me it was them, but they put it on the website and then they texted me a few days later and they're like, "Hey, this is on the website. Is that cool?" And I'm like, "Yeah, that's fucking sweet. I love it." And they're like, "Okay, thank God we didn't want to piss you off. I'm glad you like it." It was kind of funny.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to add to folks that I mean, the Bellator fans, if they're not familiar with you from Fight Pass, they're probably going to. That's obviously, I mean, I know that's your logo and everything too. Mm-hmm. This week, it's been what's this week been like compared to your fighting career thus far? I mean, the extra media and promotional stuff like that, does it motivate you? Is it a pain in the ass? What's your take on it?
A little bit of both. I mean, when you're cutting weight and stuff, some of it can get kind of tedious and annoying, but it also gets your mind off shit too. Contender Series is pretty similar also. There's a bunch of media shit and photo day and all that stuff. So I think I'm kind of getting used to it at this point.
Cool. That's it for me.
You fought a bunch of tough opponents, Brendan Allen, Andre Petrosky. Do you feel that Fabio Aguiar is your toughest test today?
I don't think so. I think those guys are probably tougher, and then and Kaio, who I just fought recently on Contender Series too. I think these are all super high level guys, top 10, top 20 fighters in the world. I would probably put those guys above him, but to take nothing away from him, I think he's a great opponent too.
And how has Tommy Theocaris helped you in preparation for this bout? And he wanted me to ask you if you think he's tough.
Tom Bomb's a great guy, man. I didn't see him quite as much this camp as I would have liked to. I was down in Florida for a bit, and then I came back, and he kind of lives far away from me. But no, me and him chat every day and talk a lot of shit to each other. He's a good guy.
And he's tough?
He's okay.
Yeah.
All right.